Yes, friends, today we are going to see an amazing game by Lasker versus Schlechter in the World Championship in 1910. Now, what's special about this game is that this is the last game of the entire match and the scores are tied, so it is a very heated battle incoming. So, if Lasker wins, Lasker is again crowned the world champion. If Schlechter wins, then Schlechter is crowned the world champion. And if there's a draw, then still Lasker defends his title, and then a rematch will happen between the players. So D4, D5, C4, C6. The stakes are higher, so both sides don't want to go for a draw. So yep, knight f3, knight f6, e3, g6, knight c3, bishop g7, bishop d3, and short castle. This at that time was a new and original way was of playing the defense to the queen's gambit. So queen c2 is played now. Queen c2 is played to evade any bishop g4 threats, but that loses a tempo. Short castle would have been better. Knight a6. Um, Black goes for knight b4, and black does it in odd manner. He doesn't develop by knight b7, which is solid, but he goes for the more active way. So a3, white prevents that. D takes, bishop takes, and b5. So black got a few tempos here, and now black has one, two, three pawn islands, and white only has two. So white has the advantage on the pawn structure. And rook b1 is played now. White goes after this bishop, and now knight to e5. If Lasker wanted to play a safe game, he should have castled, and if he intended to make a kingside attack, he should have started with h4. But knight e5 is wrong because you don't do anything productive. So knight h5, black targets this knight g4. um, this is starting an attack on the king side, which is pretty much justified in view of the score of the match. The scores are even, so you need to uneven them. So Lasker's policy throughout this game is good, but why is Lecter, who only needed a draw, um, should play such a wild game can be only explained by the fact that perhaps he was not satisfied to win the match by mere fluke, which proved to be the case in the fifth game. If you recall that one, yeah, that was bad for Lasker. So that's actually the thing was that here at that time if the match is tight, then the defending champion wins. So and Lasker was down 1-0. Like Selector was 1 point up. So if Lasker won this one, then only he'd get a like get the world championship, or else it was Selector's. So Selector should have played a little bit more cautious, as we can see in the game. So queen c4. Now white goes all in for the kingside attack. Bishop takes g6 is a threat, and that persists a threat. Now blocking all of this pinning on f7 pawn. So now black doesn't even trade because then again this point will become weak. So white goes queen c2, still eyeing this pawn, and white takes it. But queen b3 was the right move here. Uh, the move in the game did not turn out so well. So queen takes h2. Black doesn't take, because if black takes, then there's queen b3 check and queen takes b7. So there's nothing different. So black just does that, but grabbing a pawn. So now the pawns are equal, but black has the initiative here. Still the position is equal, and yeah, it is looking really up for black. G5. Black breaks the center, and he is trying to get the white king on a hunt. So knight c7, knight d5, knight takes f4 could be the idea, and but he gambits a pawn, but the play he gets is amazing. So knight d5 also looks like a mighty strong move, but knight b5 is played. No bother. Rook c4, and now rook takes f4. Now this is a rook sacrifice, but this is an exchange sacrifice, and black has uh, play. But actually, this was a bad sacrifice because e5 should be the right move here, and um, but it seems like black can always draw, uh, except what happened in the game. Spoilers. So bishop f8 is played here, just blocking the check, and then check, 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 and we simplify here. But white still has the upper hand because he is ahead in material, but black is catching on. But yeah, as you can see, this sacrifice didn't really turn out well for black, so now white has the advantage. Now Lasker had fought this battle and obtained an advantage without moving his knight for 36 whole moves. If you remember, Lasker moved his knight last on the 11th move, and this is the 37th move. So that is just crazy. So the 47th move, a whole 36 moves. So from the 37th move to finish, Lasker just plays uh, absolutely amazing. So, but Selector also held on so well that it shows the his qualities of the mastery of his game. So yeah, let's see what turned out. So we were here, and black just started checking because there's no other way to survive here. But white got hold of the position. White liquidated, and this is just a easy win because white will just liquidate. Yep, liquidated, and yeah, white just attacks this pawn, so the knight has to stay glued, and yeah, black, the game is over. Schlechter might have just resigned here, but still he plays, and yeah, here it's resignation because if something like knight c6, then white can go here, and if something like this, then white can go here, and this pawn cannot be defended, and then it is an easy win. So it is all in all a great game which will go down in history of chess as a remarkable finish to the greatest to one of the greatest struggles for the chess championship of the world. So yeah, this was the game. So what is the takeaway? Well, the takeaway is that firstly, like this is just a liquidation lesson. Like there's a rule in chess that if you are up material, then trade pieces. If you are down materials, then trade pawns. It is nothing. It is not a absolute rule. It is just a guideline, but it is pretty helpful. Like let's say you're down a knight, then if you trade all the pawns, then the position will just be a draw. So yeah, those guidelines can help you. So this was the game. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and the bell icon. Thank you.